We know that humans acquire thousands of experiences, and some of these can encourage or trigger certain genetic propensities towards certain types of aberrant behaviour, such as greed, competitiveness, selfishness, and destructiveness. Therefore, we must create an adequate environment for the entire world's people, because only then will we see constructive and altruistic tendencies on a global scale and a reduction of most crime. With an adequate environment, we maintain that these types of behaviour will no longer be necessary and they will no longer be prevalent in our societies. We also maintain that divisionary notions such as nationalism, sexism, classism, racism, politics and others will phase out of our culture as no longer valued. Whilst we understand that romanticised notions such as differing levels of consciousness, spirituality and the soul are poetic, we maintain that these are inaccurate perceptions of reality. We know that humans connect to one another and the environment by observations and associations. Through electrochemical processes, our senses acquire information from the environment and relay this to the brain, which then applies this information as a code within our neurons. The brain associates new information acquired with previous information stored as a way to respond intelligently. The utilization of these stored codes or memories is our associative memory at work. Much like how computer components can store and access information, the different areas of the brain process these memory codes in different ways. This process of acquiring, accessing and utilizing information is how we can connect to the world around us. It is interesting to denote that it is impossible for us to imagine something that has not been inspired from a previous observation. From micro to macro, we have at our fingertips the ability to make global social changes happen. We can use the internet to learn, share and communicate all relevant information to a great percentage of the world's population. We encourage all people to acquire a holistic understanding of every relevant subject with the aim of creating a global population of problem solvers. With this, we are already starting to understand our world comprehensively and realise the falsehoods of many of our current institutions. We advocate that all people should learn critical thinking and logical reasoning skills and to learn how to communicate as effectively as possible. We can bring about this change if we create a global grassroots social movement. We advocate a peaceful and non-conformist approach towards our current outdated institutions as a means of establishing the changes we endorse, and we will not engage in attacks, violence or politics because we know that these are unnecessary and corrupting to our cause. In fact, the social evolution towards a real civilization has already started. Join the Zeitgeist movement, which is the activist arm of the Venus Project. Founded by near-centenarian and social designer Jack Fresco, the Venus Project is the beginning of our new world. It advocates everything already denoted and more. Together we already have the desires and technologies to totally recreate and upgrade our world towards a true civilization, one far surpassing that of today. We have technologies such as circular cities, maglev trains, cities in the sea, exclusion technology, hydroponics, aeroponics, skyscraper farms, automised farming, permaculture, desalinization plants, laser excavators, nanotechnology, memory metals, space stations, and solar, wind, geothermal, tidal and wave energies. As of 2010, the Zeitgeist movement has hundreds of thousands of members, and consequently we are observing a paradigm shift. The masses of people are rising up, and the cry is always the same: we want a better world. With exponential growth, we will quickly become the predominant global social movement, and we will be able to implement what we are advocating in a matter of years, not decades. The Zeitgeist movement is localizing into national and regional chapters. Find a link to yours by visiting thezeitgeistmovement.com. If you are new to the movement, visit thevenusproject.com to research the notions that we advocate. If you agree with what we want to achieve, give your consent to us by joining the movement at the zeitgeistmovement.com, and if you are able, become active with us. We shall unite as a human species and declare the world as a single organism, and we will align ourselves with natural law for the betterment of all peoples and environments. You must become the change that you want to see in the world. Individually we are a drop, together we are an ocean.